So we opened in 1999, and actually one of the foci was to incorporate technology in the instruction and enhancing student learning and having students interact with the technology. And so we've certainly seen it evolve over the last 10 years. And now with the current tech levy and the SmartBoard applications, you're certainly seeing people use that as an efficient way to keep information and projects and lesson ideas online and be able to share them with each other and then have students interact with the SmartBoard. Now, for example, our music teacher is capturing many songs and categorizing them, and actually students are interacting with the SmartBoard and being able to show their learning.
Third graders are learning about the pentatonic scale in music, and that's referring to the pitches of do, re, mi, so, and la. Having access to a SmartBoard where I can color coordinate the different letters, this makes it a lot more obvious to the students as they're playing along.
For the younger grades, it's like a magic board to them. And so they're super engaged. They love to come up and work on it. And it never gets old for them, even though it's for these kids, because I'm looping, it's their second year with it. So the magic of getting up to go up there and write on the board and have it appear never goes away for them.
So it's probably a lot more attention grabbing right now than it used to be. And I think as long as the kids are involved, the more they're involved, the more they're learning and picking up.
So they're putting lots of their lesson support on the SmartBoard software or on our building server so they can access it, but then it's all kind of saved there for everybody's use. And they loop, so they'll, for example, the third grade teachers are creating something, and next year the fourth graders can end up using that, or then they can use it again that's 2 years out.
It keeps me organized. When I put the lesson together, I can put slide after slide after slide, and everything is there for me, and all I have to do is push a button. Now I don't have to go find the CD, put it in, find what track it's on, or like that. It's all right there. I just push a button, and we go. In half-day kindergarten, our whole thing is being efficient, and we have to keep moving along, and this makes me more efficient.
I can get it out each time. I'm able to review things we've learned before. Anything, it's all right there, and I have it forever, which really has been beneficial to my teaching.
So I think also if there's routines that are going on, like your morning routines, like especially in kindergarten where they're doing calendar and counting and the weather and all those kinds of things, those routines can be really easily tweaked, and the kids get used to it, and then they can actually interact and be part of that data collection or the graphing or whatever it is that's happening on the SmartBoards.
And for me as a teacher, the planning is great because I have these templates that I've made that I just can fix each week, and it's a routine that the kids know and that they recognize, and I don't spend part of my instructional time explaining things a lot.
In terms of achievement, we're seeing, specifically in the writing area, 75% of our students met standard in writing, which is huge, and we've done that for 2 years in a row now, and I can't help but think that part of that is because of computers, word processing, the small little iPads, and the kind of the enthusiasm and motivation to write is enhanced by that.
I came from a district that had very little technology. I had an overhead, and I could check out a TV, and that was the extent of it. So I never even heard of a SmartBoard before I came here. So it's been really fun as a teacher to be able to be creative in that way and to make up lessons that are really engaging for the students, and they're becoming technology kids. I'm amazed at what they can do. And
then there's classes that are using the small little iPads, which is actually older technology, but keeping that running and kind of raising, it raises motivation for kids. They get excited about it, and they're able to showcase their learning in a really professional way. They see a finished product.
When we went to school, and even when I first started teaching, we used chalkboards, and then we moved to whiteboards, and now, of course, we're working with the SmartBoards. And children are coming to school much more savvy about computers than ever before. And so I think they're just growing up with the computer and using it, and they're getting used to it, and this is just going to be all very natural to them, and as they move on in the grades, they'll just learn more and more, and I just think this is the way the world is going now, and children need to learn computers even at a very young age.
The reason technology is important today, actually the school board goal is to prepare our students for their future. So their future is of course going to involve technology. Can't think of any jobs that don't interface with technology in some way. So we'd be doing them a disservice if they weren't exposed to it, and they weren't utilizing it and getting proficient with it. And they love it, and they live in the world of technology, so they don't think anything different of it. It's part of who they are, and it's part of, they don't know any, unlike current adults, it's new for us. We're having to kind of jump onto it late. So it's something that they enjoy, they're motivated by it, they're going to need to use it. Why would we not incorporate that in how we learn and how we do education?